Hello and welcome to the Met Office 10-day trend, looking at ideas and trends in the weather forecast that take us into the early part of December. Now, there's been a lot of talk recently about snow. The key thing about snow, it's important to remember you need two vital ingredients. Yes, we all know it needs to be cold, but of course you also need moisture. If it's bone dry, you're not going to get any of the white stuff. Now, it does look as if for the trend for the next week or so, there will at least be one of those ingredients. Yes, it does look as if it's going to be cold through the next 10 days or so. The return of widespread nighttime frosts. And yes, where we see some showers, they will have a wintry element to them. What does that mean? Well, it means hail, sleet and some snow in places. Now, it's strange to be talking about all this cold weather when actually, at the start of this forecast through Wednesday, it's exceptionally mild across England and Wales. And that's because the winds are coming up from the south. Temperatures are well above average for this time in November. Tied into an area of low pressure as that clears through and this cold front moves through, well, it will introduce colder air on Thursday. And the combination of the colder air and that low pressure will bring some snow across parts of Scotland through the early part of Wednesday. And then it's a bright and breezy kind of day with sunny spells and showers, but it will be much cooler across England and Wales compared to the exceptionally mild conditions on Wednesday. Looking further ahead, and it does get colder still. We need to keep our eyes on this area of low pressure for Friday. It drives our weather. Look at the number of isobars on the chart. Very windy indeed over the Shetland and Orkney in particular. But more crucially about this low pressure, it brings the air down from the north. Now, there are these weather fronts close to the south. They could bring some wet weather on Friday night, but that tends to scoot away. The main feature this low, as I said, driving down the air from the Arctic, bringing that colder feel as we go through Friday and throughout the weekends. Now, we'll also bring some moisture with it, so there will be wintry showers around this weekend. There'll be some sunny spells as well. But where we see those showers, because the air's that much colder, again, they will have hail, sleet and even some snow, and even to lower levels, although at this stage we're not expecting it to cause too many issues. That chilly breeze blowing, and we will see again the widespread return of nighttime frosts. And then a bit of a blip, a bit of a change as we go through Sunday night and into Monday. Weather fronts start to come back in from the Atlantic. Now, they'll bring a change in wind direction, they'll bring some wet weather, and as that hits the cold air, well, we could, at least for a time, see a little bit of snow, but mostly they'll bring a slight and temporary rise to the temperatures. So that on Monday, yes, there'll be some wet weather swinging through, but temperatures could, at least for a time across the south, get back into double figures. But it is only temporarily, because it's a strong signal for next week to turn cold again. I'm going to show you one of the scenarios through Tuesday, Wednesday and into Friday next week. Now, the lines here, the isobars, show an area of low pressure in and around the North Sea. Tuesday night, Wednesday night and into Thursday night too. Now, don't take the details too rigorously, but it does look as if this trend with low pressure out to the east of us will keep things on the cold side. The milder air, the green, does tend to disappear, and for much of next week, the winds coming down from the north or the northeast suggest it is going to be cold. Now, at the moment, it doesn't look exceptional, but it does look as if it will be colder than average and quite a bit colder than it has been for much of the autumn. So again, for next week, nighttime frosts bringing the risk of ice, and there will be some sleet and snow. It's too early to say exactly where and when, how much snow we are likely to see, because we do need those two ingredients. Yes, we're sure it's going to be cold, but exactly where we get enough moisture to provide the sleet and snow is too early to say. So the message, as always, stay tuned to the Met Office forecasts. We'll firm up on the details as we get closer to the time. But any weather warnings, as always, on the Met Office website. Download our app for day-to-day updates.